Edie Sellers here on the floor at PAX 2013, Sunday, last day that we've got on the floor, but we have something that is very unusual. We don't normally talk about hardware, but this is one piece of hardware that's really caught our attention. It is called the MOGA Controller, and with us is...
JJ Richards on Team MOGA.
On Team MOGA. Okay, so you originally, we were coming to PAX to see your Pocket, which, describe the Pocket for our listeners.
So the Pocket Controller is a controller that works with smartphones and tablets on Android that goes literally in your pocket. So you could have your phone in one pocket and this controller, a very narrow, slim design to actually fit in the other pocket. Put the two together and you can have, the console controls for your mobile games.
And then, here I come here expecting to see the Pocket, and you've got something else.
Yep, what we're releasing here at PAX East is kind of the world premiere of the MOGA Pro. So the MOGA Pro probably won't fit in your pocket unless you have really big pockets, but it'll go in a bag or wherever you go. But it's basically a competition-level console controller because it's based on the one we make for consoles. So it has analog sticks, it has shoulder buttons, it has a D-pad, it has full analog triggers, and it still has the same clip. And this Bluetooth device is our Pocket, so you can connect that controller to a smartphone or a tablet. And then,
well, the best way I could describe it is, I would say it's closer to an Xbox controller, but where the Xbox button would sit, it flips up. There is a clip, and then a tablet, not something as big as a iPad, but certainly there was you had the Galaxy S3?
Note 2.
Sorry, the Galaxy Note 2, something as large as that or as small as an iPhone 4. They all fit, and essentially it turns your handheld device, whether it be a cell phone or a small tablet, into an Xbox controller. It's really, really neat. Now, how does that, I'm assuming that's Bluetooth? I'm assuming it's Bluetooth?
Yeah, it's Bluetooth controllers, and we Bluetooth to the smartphone or the tablet. And then those devices, because those have HDMI out, we also can get those images and that gameplay on a big screen, which is the other thing we're showing out here at PAX. And so in terms of being able to game on anywhere, you can have the controller that you love with the gameplay you love on any device that you already have.
Yeah, and so essentially it not only works with a handheld device, a smaller handheld device where it actually sits inside the controller, but it can also use its Bluetooth to connect to something as large as an iPad. And then you also have your HDMI out from your iPad into a plasma television, a giant plasma television, and you are playing with the MOGA controller on the plasma television through your iPad.
Yeah, with virtually no lag or latency. And as we've been seeing, people are just wowed. And then we kind of tell them, oh, by the way, you're playing a free mobile game, and their mouths drop.
Tell me about the games that you are, because you're allowing the mapping to be available to developers so that they can create the mapping. You don't have to worry about mapping the buttons, correct?
Right. So the bridge between the game and the controller is a free SDK that we provide developers. That's also a Unity plugin. And so it's very easy to drop in controls to any mobile game today that primarily has touch controls. And then we also do for developers, we help consumers find those games that actually have been controller enabled through something called the MOGA Pivot app. So it's a free app on Google Play. You download that, and it points to every title in the Google Play Store that has enabled for controllers.
We have a listener question that says, can it control Thursday Nick?
No.
Nothing can control Thursday Nick. Thank you, Jason Webb, for the question.
Although I do have to say, I got to play with some of it yesterday, and it's really amazing because at least with the game we're showing off now, the Dead Trigger, it's a first-person shooter all the way through. You're running around, killing zombies, all that. And as soon as I picked up the controller, it was really, really intuitive. And I'm running around doing things like zooming in and shooting. I'm shooting at their heads and shooting at their legs. I'm strafing to the side and shooting. I'm backing up and shooting at the same time. I'm actually moving and shooting and circling around them at the same time. It's the kind of movement that you take for granted when you play on a PC or a console. But it's the kind of movement that's impossible on a touchscreen. And so as soon as I got this and I realized I was really playing it like I play the other games, it really hit home to the capability that this adds.
Yep. So I think what we're having here at PAX for 3 days now we've been having what I call the haptic moment, which is when I tell somebody we have a controller for mobile games, their brain says, mobile games, you have a certain definition of a mobile game, and it's like, why would I want a controller for what I conceive of as a mobile game? At PAX now, people have come up, they've seen what a mobile game can be with this Dead Trigger game by Madfinger, and by putting the controller in their hands, they have this haptic moment where they feel the game. They feel it and it plays intuitively, and their brain is in the game because their thumbs aren't on the glass, they're not holding the device, they're not swiping across the gameplay. Their thumbs are doing what their thumbs should do, and their brain and their eyes are doing what their brain and eyes should do, and they are in a first-person shooter. And so all of a sudden they are having what they feel like is a console experience anywhere they go.
It can essentially take hardcore games and put them to a mobile device, which is normally seen as a more casual games.
Yeah, so shooters, great example. Racers, I can now have brakes and acceleration. So think about most racers on mobile. Okay, I can lean left and I can lean right? Or I can swipe left and I swipe right. But now I can go faster and I can go slower, which is important in a better racer. Or even Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. When you can think about Pac-Man, it doesn't need all these buttons. But guess what? When I have physical control and precision control versus a swipe, which is naturally imprecise, you're going to play Pac-Man better. And so the games play better, which means you get to play them longer, you get to get through more of the levels and have more fun.
Now these are really, really light. I don't know if we've gone over them. What kind of power does this take? How do you power it?
So in the Pocket, we actually added AAA batteries to help with the counterbalance of the phone that it's holding. So this is AAA batteries in the Pocket. In the Pro, we went for a USB rechargeable. So right now, USB rechargeable, and from already our in the field with the Pocket, we know that the controller battery life, whether USB or AAA, is going to last a lot longer than your phone. So plenty of gameplay life for your
this
controller.
Is nice and light. I mean, like on a plane ride, be perfect. When you get to the hotel, you plug it into the TV with a HDMI cable. It's very handy. They play very well. I've been playing this Dead Trigger game, which, by the way, is like Nick said, a beautiful game to demo this with. It's smooth, very smooth, plays very well, and it feels good in the hands. It really does. And, so whether playing on a TV or just playing with a cell phone or something or a tablet, very nice. It does a nice job.
And now, if I could, you want to see a little bit of fun gameplay? So again, I've been playing this game for a couple days here at PAX, and so I'm going to show you what precision. So what I'm going to do right now is show you a good example of MOGA, because we designed that battery so it preserves life to go to sleep after a couple minutes. We've been talking for a couple minutes, so the controller naturally powers itself off, so it goes to sleep to save battery life. That's a great feature. So that means I also have to then go wake it up, and so it just flashed green, and now I'm woken up. So now I'm reconnected to the tablet, reconnected to the TV, and I'm back in that same game I was playing. But back to the circle strafe, we were talking about that. What's also great is weapon selection. Here's my Y button. Here's something fun that I call the Gatling gun. In terms of being able to get out, kill a lot of zombies fast. But then in terms of a precision controller, where you really need precision is with a weapon like the chainsaw. Because with the chainsaw, I can tap a knee, that guy will go down, and he'll start crawling after me. Maybe I'll take his knee out and let him crawl after me. And so now I've got two zombies. I'm controlling kind of the flow of gameplay. Imagine doing that on glass, right? Imagine having that kind of gameplay experience on glass. But here with a precision controller and something I'm used to, I can do whatever I want. And then I can switch to the Gatling gun and do a little move like I call sweeping the floor.
Is this a game you designed for the MOGA, or is this a third-party game?
So this game already sells millions of units on Android with people playing on glass. What we do with MOGA is just make that same great game better with a controller that's natural to you and allowing you to do those extra moves that you really are maybe possible on glass, but think it's got to have something on the HUD to touch, or something you have to work around to get it, versus just something that's completely intuitive and natural from anybody who's come from console gaming.
So the big question We have the Pocket. We now have the new competition MOGA Controller. What are the price points on this? When are they available, and where will they be available?
So price, $49.99. Yes, both. The Pocket is available today in all the retail stores and all the phone carrier stores. So when you go to upgrade a phone or change a phone, the MOGA Pocket should be right there. MOGA Pro went on pre-sale Friday, basically because this is our consumer avail. So you can go online and pre-order it. It's going to hit the street and all those retailers mid-April. So if you order it today online through MOGAanywhere.com or Amazon or Best Buy, it'll deliver to your house mid-April. Or if you just wait to go get it in the store, it should be in the store mid-April.
Well, I know that this is an overused phrase many times when it comes to technology, but this is truly a game changer for the mobile community. It's really, really neat. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks for spending some time with us, and enjoy PAX.
We will. Thank you.
Because this is going to be intense. Here we go.